as they said you can play. But keep that song away from me. In my time, too much love made me sad for so long. I was lost, can't you see? Through the long, lonely nights, heaven knows I believe. Won't you take a chance with me? Sometimes I get so blue. People say you're just a fool. All the world, even you, should learn to love the way I do. I was blind, can't you see? Through the long, lonely nights, heaven knows I believe. Won't you take a chance with me? I was lost, can't you see? Through the long, lonely nights, heaven knows I believe. Won't you take a chance with me? I could feel at the time there was no way of knowing. Falling leaves in the night, you can say where we're going. As we as the wind, hopefully learning why the sea on the tide. There's no way of turning. More than this, you know there's nothing more than this. Tell me one thing more than this. You know there's nothing. It was gone for a while. There was no way of knowing, like a dream in the night. You can say where we're going. No care in the world. Maybe I'm learning why the sea on the tide. There's no way of turning. nothing more than this. Tell me one thing more than this. You know there's nothing more than this. Nothing more than this. More than this. You know there's nothing Hey everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Inmate calling. Oh, wow. Wowzer. Yeah. So welcome to my August music hall. I decided to do this because I realized that I haven't really been ordering all that much records lately, and I know that September is going to be a little bit waning, so I decided just to do this haul right now. And the reason why I'm calling it a music haul instead of a vinyl haul is because I'm also going to share some stuff I got from other formats that I got. So before we get into the vinyl, I'm going to go into the cassettes that I got this time around. So I needed to build a little bit more on my Beatles cassette tape collection, which I know you're probably saying, anybody that's seen my videos, like, you got so many Beatles cassette tapes, how many more do you need? Not that much. Hey Scotty. So some of the cassette tapes that I got were Yesterday and Today by the Beatles. This is a 1987 reissue on cassette tape, and it has the Capitol logo on it. This is before the Apple logo started to appear on the cassette tape, so got that one. This is a 1980s, early 80s Beatles Help on cassette, and it comes in that nice white tape right there. This is also in this might be like a late 70s the Beatles 6 on cassette tape, and this must have came from another factory because the shell was like an off-white, sort of like more like a beige. And then I got these two. These are like a 1987 White Album, and they come in a clear one. I also got another Press to Play by McCartney in a nice clear. I actually bought this in memory of my friend Beans. He loved this album, so this is like in memory of him. I also got a Flowers in the Dirt, another great cassette tape of McCartney. Oh, and I got Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This time it comes with an apple, and it comes in a clear, but the tape wheels are white. So this is like the last reissue of it. This is like came out in like 93, 94. And also got this is like probably an 87 reissue of Imagine John Lennon. So happy to add this one to my collection. Always love this pressing of it, if you could call it a pressing. I guess you could call it a pressing. And then I also got Those Were the Days by Mary Hopkin. This is like a very hard cassette tape to find. And so it comes with a nice Apple tape thing. Awesome tape. This one has Those Were the Days, Goodbye, Timo Harbor, and Knock Knock Who's There. And in the vein of Mary Hopkin, I also got Postcard. And this one also has Those Were the Days, but it also has like a lot of other stuff on there that McCartney had her doing, like Voyage of the Moon, the Honeymoon Song, There's No Business Like Show Business. And also this comes in a paper um, label with the apple down here. So I'm glad to get this one. Been wanting the Mary Hopkin ones for a while. And then I also wanted to get some Steve Miller. So this is the first album, Children in the Future. This is like one of the first copies of it on cassette tape. And I like that round capital logo on it. And this comes in a white thing, also with that round capital logo on it. Really cool to have. The second album, Sailor, which is another great Steve Miller Band album. Those two albums are great, especially with a lot of the input that Bog Skaggs put into the band. And so this one also comes like in a paper, in the paper label right there. And then I wanted to get this one. It's Book of Dreams by Steve Miller. And it has a couple of my favorite songs on it, like Swing Town and True Fine Love. And it comes and also with that nice round capital logo on it. As you can see, a lot of capital pressings right there on the cassettes, especially with the Beatles ones. So yeah, so those are the cassettes. Now we're going to go into the records. Let me just take a nice drink of Pepsi first. This final haul is not sponsored by Pepsi. I happen to wear a Pepsi shirt right now and drinking Pepsi, but not sponsored by Pepsi. Would love to get sponsored by Pepsi someday. Pepsi, for out there, give me a sponsor. Okay, so now with the records. So the first one, some of these records I got a lot of them from this amazing store out in PA called Spin Me Round. I don't know if you've been seeing their videos. Pepsi was number one, as you remember from last night. But yeah, some of these records I got from Spin Me Round. I don't know if you've been seeing their awesome videos. I watch them. Stephanie and her husband are very funny people. But I got this one. It's Music on Vinyl record store day of the Shocking Blue at Home. And it's weird because this is like a 10-inch single, even though there's like about like 8 songs. So I don't know how. I didn't realize their songs are that short that it'll be pressed on a 10-inch. But I think it's pretty cool. It's on a 10-inch. But it's on 10-inch and it's on a pink color vinyl. Let me see if I can show it to you. Taking out a sleeve, right? And here's the record. Shocking Blue. You gotta love the song Venus. The song Venus is amazing. I love playing it on guitar. It's such a great tune. Okay, the next one is I ordered this off of Rough Trade. This is a Rough Trade purchase, and it's her name is Julia Jackins, and it's Pleasure, and this is a Rough Trade indie exclusive, which is on a nice yellow vinyl, which sadly it's making a hard time to get it out. But I heard so much about this album. I heard it before, and I was like, I can't wait to get this. And so I got this. Finally came in this week. And the funny enough is, I didn't realize. Oh yeah, music on vinyl, which I love those pressings. Those music on vinyl pressings are amazing. Um, and I got in a few of those music on vinyl um, pressings, and I just love them. Um, and you'll see another one, well, a couple of other ones coming up later. Um, this one I was excited to get. It's called Saying the Tins. I've been I've been trying to tell you. This is part of a soundtrack film that they produced. So this is a really great album. I love Saint Tins. They're a really amazing trip hop band from England, and so this also came like a remix EP CD inside of it as well. And this came in I believe in a clear kind of vinyl. Um, so I'm happy to get this one. I think it might have been Patrick that was playing this on his thing, and it really inspired me to get it because I really loved how it sounded. It sounded like 80s, but it is Eddie Vedder's Earthling. And I love Eddie Vedder. I love Pearl Jam. I've been wanting to get more Pearl Jam stuff in my collection, so I'm happy to get this. This like will be like the first of Pearl Jam stuff that'll be in my collection, and this comes in a nice Ukrainian color vinyl. And I bought this. I don't think I bought it. I might have bought it from his store, but I'm not entirely sure if I bought it from there or from another merchandiser. Um, but I heard Patrick play Invincible on his show, and I was like, that's a really cool song. So I just went online and I ended up buying it. You know, like Patrick plays a lot of good stuff on his stream. Love his streams. Um, this one, AGK recommended to me, and after hearing a couple of songs of it, I like it. It's Ava Max with her album Heaven and Hell, and this comes in a blue vinyl. And I also got this one from Spin Me Round. And Ava Max is amazing. Her music is awesome. Totally give her a listen. She's amazing. This one took a while to get to me because I ordered this one back in July 18, but it took last week to get it to me. And it's Top Loader's Anka's Big Monker. And this is also a music on vinyl pressing. And the reason why it took so long to get this is because I bought it from a seller out in the Ukraine. And so I decided to, I want to support someone out there who's going through a hard time and stuff. Um, so I bought this from them, and I didn't mind waiting the long time for it to get from Ukraine to America. So I'm glad to get this. And the great song on this is Dancing in the Moonlight, which is that cover of that 70s song. I forgot who originally does Dancing in the Moonlight. Keen something. It's spacing on my mind. But I love this song because it appeared on the movie A Walk to Remember, which stars Mandy Moore. And so I was happy to get this on vinyl. And it's a great album, and they're a great band too. Hi, Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy. This next one, I remember this coming out, and I really love it because it reminded me so much of the Tango in the Night era of Fleetwood Mac. And it's Lindsey Buckingham and Christine McVie. And if you ask me, they're my two favorite members of Fleetwood Mac. I feel like they're like the most talented ones of the band because both Lindsey and Christine could really write great songs. I love the stuff that Lindsey has done, like Big Love and Never Go Back Again, and Chris McVie is like she really shined on Tango in the Night with Everywhere and Little Lies. So to get this album is amazing. I'm so happy to get this. This is one I've been wanting for my collection as well. And I love this band so much. And it's Document by REM. And um, it's such a great album. It's a lot of great tunes on this. The One I Love, Finest Work Song, Welcome to the Occupation, Kings of Birds. It's such a great album. And I'm glad that Capitol was the one that took it upon themselves to reissue it. So it's a Capitol issue. Um, that that Capitol's taking over a lot of the IRS stuff of REM. So it's going to be a great pressing, especially it's coming from Capitol Records. Um, this next one, I remember hearing this back in college, and I love this album, and I wanted to get it for a while, and I decided to get it from Spin Me Round as well, and it's Ga 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 by Spoon, and I remember working at my college, and my coworker played me "You Got Your Cherry Bomb" and "Don't You Ever," and I was like, "This is a great song. Who is it?" So she turned me on to them, and Britt Daniels is a great songwriter and singer. Like I just love the work that he's done. I know he also did some things for the that George Fest thing that Danny Harrison did. So, he's a really big, like Beatles George Harrison fan. Um, this one I got because what can I say? I love my pop, and it's another Music on Vinyl album, and it's The Best Damn Thing by Avril Lavigne. and I got it because it was a good album. There's some songs on it that were great. So I got this one. Not to say much more about that. It's fine of everybody. This next one, I've heard so much about her from a lot of indie um, channels that I tune into. But the album is called Home. It's by a girl named Rye. And I also bought this. I believe I also bought this off of Rough Trade. This is a Rough Trade press purchase, and so it came in this really nice, beautiful purple kind of album. This is a double-sided album, and it comes with a etched D side. So, thanks, Miss You. And if you're wondering what those two songs I was playing, um, they were Taking a Chance on Me and More Than This, both by Roxy Music. I love my Roxy. Now, even though I'm getting the original copy of this from my dad, he he left his original copy to me, so I still need to go to his house to get it. I know. I hope to see Roxy as well, Scotty. I'm hoping that the funds are good so that I can go see them. But this is the merry-go-round. Your very lovely woman, Liv, and this is a Sugar Days repress. And a lot of the Sugar Days repressings are really good. And I love Emmett Rhodes. His music has been part of my music, um, sort of like my everything that I've learned about music ever since I'm about 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. So happy to get the merry-go-round. Yeah, I've been looking at the prices in out in LA, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot. This next one, there's this guy that's on YouTube that does like a lot of drumming videos, and he did like an entire video drumming to songs that are on the Capitol label, which, as you know, is the label that the Beatles are on, as well as Beach Boys and many others. And he did like a drumming on one of the songs called "It Only Takes a Minute" by Tavares. So I decided to get the album on vinyl, and I can't wait to give this a spin because I really love soul and R&B music, especially from the '70s. And everybody's been talking about Tavares for a long time, so I'm happy to get this album and to play it. Um, let's see, I'm gonna do these separately. This next one, this is like a rare record to find. It is a U.S. pressing of Enjoy Yourself by Kylie Minogue. Now, the cover of this album is totally different from the rest of the world, um, which makes this a very rare find. Um, yeah, Beans really loved the merry-go-round. I just love talking to him about Emmett Rhodes and stuff. So I think about him when I listen to this kind of music that he loved, you know. So this is like a rare like US pressing, and I'm glad that it still has like the hype sticker on it, which is very hard to find. So this is a great one. Hey Tim. Um, let's see what else. I don't know how I bumped into this song. It appeared on I think I had like on a radio or something. I listened to it and I really loved it, and so I decided to buy the album. It's called God's Great Banana Skin by Chris Ray. And I've heard so much about Chris Ray. He's a really great guitar player, very blues oriented, and so I ended up getting this album, and I love the song, the title song, because that's I just like um, how the chord changes are on it. Like um, I think I was playing it once, and I think like the chords on that song was like, oh, there's the guitar pick that I wanted. It was sort of like what happened? Oh, this is way out of tune. I'm not gonna play this. I don't know how you got out of tune so fast. Oh, there it is. It's now back in tune. It was like I love that surprise of that C minor 7, C major 7. Yeah, I could do that again. Don't ask me to. Yeah, awesome. I will look for that video, Steven, because I want to dig more into Chris Ray. Um, awesome. I'll definitely look into that video. Um, oh, didn't realize I got like another REM album. I think that I bought this one from Spin Me Round, and it is Automatic for the People. And I've been realizing that this has been missing in my collection for a while because it doesn't make sense to have Out of Time and Monster and not having this middle album in the collection. But I love this album. I love Night Swimming and Everybody Hurts, and of course Man on the Moon. I love that song. And I'm not ashamed to say, but Man on the Moon makes me tear up a bit because it's such a beautiful song. You know, everything about that song is so beautiful. Um, and also from that one video that guy did of drumming, hey Trish, he also drummed onto a song by Maze and Frankie Beverly. So I ended up buying this album as well. Um, just to add to my soul collection as well. Um, so I'm happy to get this. And there's like another album that I end up buying that was also inspired by that video, and that is, let's see if I can find it. There it is. It is Unpredictable by Natalie Cole. Again, it's also on Capitol Records as well. So I think the song is called I Got Love on My Mind. So glad to dig. I've been wanting to dig into her music as well. So this is like my first stepping stone to Natalie Cole. These next albums are going to be very, very pop oriented and stuff like that. But don't worry, they're good. I did get Mariah Carey Charm Bracelet. Something about this album told me to get it, so I ended up buying it. This is a blue press vinyl pressing of Solar Power by Lorde. Thank God that sticker's on there. I haven't even seen this album without that sticker. Hey Nick. This so I bought one of these albums from from the Wax. And so I decided, you know what, I need to build my collection. Since I have this album, I might as well build a collection around it. So I end up getting some Kesha. So this is her first album. This is I think this is the Animal album. Yeah, this is the Animal album. Then I ended up getting Cannibal. And then this is the one I bought from the Wax called The Warrior. So I got Kesha now. Um, let's see. Okay, I'll do these three. And these sort of like fulfilled my Demi Lovato collection. So this is the Demi album. This is from Urban Outfitters. This one is Confident, also Urban Outfitters pressing. This was also from Urban Outfitters. It's called Dancing with the Devil and the Art of Starting Over. And this is the new album called Holy Fuck. So I now have like all of Demi Lovato's albums on vinyl. These two albums are from an artist I've been hearing about a lot. She's mainly big in England, but her music is amazing. Her name is Foxes, and this is like her second to last one. It's called Friends in a Corner, and this one is called The Kick. And so, glad to get these in my collection, and I'm still looking for the first one, her first album. This one I got because a friend of mine wrote a really good song on this, and the song was called Too Little Too Late, and the artist is JoJo, and that's The High Road. And I just love the song Too Little Too Late. Even if my friend didn't write it, I still will feel it's a great song, you know. So I'm glad to get JoJo. She's a really amazing R&B singer. Doesn't get much love nowadays, but hopefully that'll turn around somehow. This next one I feel is an upgrade because I originally bought this album, and the first song was warped, so it didn't play the first song, and it didn't play the first song on both sides. So I was able to get it, and I'm happy to get it. It's the La Bamba soundtrack, and I know we talk a lot about like music biopics and stuff like that, and I'm not a really big fan of music biopics, but this one is the exception. This is like one of two biopics I really like because La Bamba is a great story, and I just love the renditions of the songs on it from Los Lobos, like "Come On, Let's Go," "We Belong Together," Donna, and of course La Bamba. And plus, you have my favorite rendition of "Crying, Waiting, Hoping" by done by Marshall Crenshaw, and you can't go wrong with Marshall Crenshaw. And you also can't go wrong with Brian Setzer finally doing doing "Summertime Blues," because we all know that Brian Setzer was born to be Eddie Cochran. So you know that was like a dream fulfilled for him. right, Tim. um, let's see. I decided to get this one because I really love the songs on it. You know, like I think it's like her last best album that she's ever did, and it's "Ray of Light" by Madonna. And my favorite song on it is "The Power of Goodbye," and it's a song that I just love playing, especially on guitar. It's such a if you just like listen to the chords, you'll be like, those are beautiful chords, and it's co-written by a guy named Rick Knowles, who I'm a very big fan of. This one is a 12-inch. I was always said that they never pressed her album on vinyl. Then again, I don't know if it'll ever be pressed on vinyl, but at least the single of it did. And it's "A Public Affair" by Jessica Simpson. And I love this is like one of the final things that guitarist David Williams worked on. David Williams is a really great guitar player. He worked on the on Madonna albums. He worked on Roxy Music, Brian Ferry albums, David Bowie, a lot of people. So this is like his last thing on it. And the drummer on this song is Abe Laboriel Jr., McCartney's drummer. So you have like a little bit of that McCartney shuffle in this song as well. And these next ones are going to be the overkill ones, but I love this girl so much, and I really love how great of a singer she is. So it's Rihanna. So this is the one. This is Music of the Sun, and it has a hit song, Born to Replay on it. Then also got A Girl Like Me, which has the song SOS on it, and Unfaithful. And then this one is Good Girl Gone Bad, and this one has the song Umbrella on it. Now I was sad because she did like a reissue of this album on CD, and it had a song on it that I loved, but was not featured on this album, so it never got pressed on this vinyl issue. So I ended up buying it on a 12-inch, and that is Disturbia. So I got the Disturbia 12-inch from a seller in England. And then, of course, there's the Loud album, which I also really, really love. A lot of great songs on this one. Especially one which I'm not going to mention here, but I guess you could figure out what song that is. Oh, I forgot. I just got one more thing. And this was sort of like a birthday present to me, because I don't know if you guys know, but in about 5 days, it's gonna be my birthday. I'm gonna be turning 20 plus 20. Do the math. So this was like a big birthday present to me, and it's the Perfume complete box set. Now, Perfume is a girl group from Japan, and so this is like a lot of their albums that was pressed on vinyl a few years ago. And it comes with these really nice, great OB strips on it. So this is like a compilation of their singles, and they finally put onto an album. I can't believe it either, Miss You. I don't feel 40. I don't even look 40. I know I feel like I look more like 19 and 20. Everybody says that. This is like their first album called Game. Gotta love that OB strips. First time having albums from Japan. So I know these are going to be sounding great. This one is called Triangle. Glad to get this one. And the one that really pushed me to get this one was this one, Japan, or JPN. There's a song on it that I love called Fushinuna Girl. And then there's like a compilation that came with it called Love the World. And I saw them at Coachella, and they were amazing. So happy to finally get this album, this compilation on vinyl. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nick, and everybody, and DJ Trish, and I might do a birthday stream. I'm not exactly sure how my birthday is gonna look, but hopefully I could do a stream and celebrate with everybody over here, because I love you all so much. And so let me leave you guys with like a little guitar thing that I was thinking about doing. 9/4, and if you don't know, September 4 of this year, it will be about, let's see, 60, 70, 80, 90. It will sort of be like I think it was like the 50th or 60th anniversary of when the Beatles went into the studio and recorded the single version of Love Me Do. September 4. So let's see if I can play something nice for you guys. This is like an instrumental that I love doing as an exercise. It's like that's called that song is called Time to Do Nothing. But you know what? Let me sing a song. So I'll sing you all a nice song for today to leave you off. Let's see if I can remember this one. There was a time I felt home with the feeling of being alone. I didn't know what to do to make it go away. I thought my life was over, no luck with the falling clover. Was reaching out for a sign to bring me back to life. And then I felt the music in me the moment that I saw you. I felt the music in me when you took me out of my blue. Whoa. Oh. Stranded on the ocean with no end of time. Sharks circling me, no way to get home. Then out on the horizon, a plane comes into view. I'll dig down the road and give me some hope and give me some life. And I found the music in me the day I met you. I found the music in me when you took me out of my blue. Whoa, I found the music in me so fine, so clear. I found the music in me now that you're near. Whoa, oh, whoa. Found the music in me. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright. Feels good tonight. Oh yeah. Alright. Sounds good tonight. Whoa. And that one is called Music in Me, and I wrote that one. Yay! So thank you so much for everybody that stopped by. Groovy Lisa, DJ Trish, Miss You, Nick Fantazzi, Scotty. Who else am I missing? Stephen Schnee, Tim Allen. I hope I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. Yay! So thank you so much for tuning in to this special live music call, and I'll see you all in the streams. And stay tuned for a presentation of what's gonna become of my channel in the coming months. So thanks so much for your support, and I love you all.